They are also able to log on to a website called Epic, and it's a really, really wonderful website that we're going to use in the classroom that allows them to read different books, different genres of books, all at their reading level. So when we do independent reading, they can pick a book from my library. When they go to library with Mrs. Andreo, they can pick a book and read that, or they could use Epic. We just started it, so we're not experts on it yet. As soon as we are, I'm going to send home a letter for you so that you can access it at home, you and your students. So it's really great. They all have their own profiles. They're all individualized books, and they're always adding books. There's thousands of titles on there, so they will never get bored with Epic. And I know they're really excited to use it today. Then in writing, we are really starting our personal narratives. We've been doing a lot of brainstorming, so different ideas about special people, places, and things that are special to our students. So that's really great to see. We're still in the brainstorming stage, but we probably by next week, we're really going to get into the heart of beginning our opening paragraphs of our personal narratives. And then in social studies, we're still talking about citizenship and what it means to be a good citizen. Today we talked about the principal's role in a school and maybe what Mr. Profigo does on day to day. We talked about why and how he should be a good citizen here at school. And we read a really great story called Officer Buckle and Gloria. So maybe have your student talk to you about what happened in that story today. But for math, we are still working on our multiplication and skip counting and different ways and strategies we can solve multiplication equations. So today we did a lot of counting around the classroom. We first started with counting by tens, and the students were great with that. But then the bulk of the lesson was counting by threes. I'm going to step back because here is a hundreds chart. I'm sorry, it's really kind of hard for you to see, but we've been working on these a lot. Today we're doing multiples of 3. So I had the students help me figure out the multiples of 3. So we were just basically skip counting by 3. So every time they said the correct number, correct multiple, I just highlighted it. So we've mastered skip counting by 2s, skip counting by 5s, and skip counting by 10s. So I said skip counting by 3s might be a little bit more difficult because you really have to think it's not in the same pattern every single time. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Those seem to come pretty automatic to the students. The 3s might be a little bit more difficult. So a hundreds chart could help, or they could just think about adding 3 to the number that they already said. So if you have a hard time seeing it, I do apologize. I do want to highlight it so you can kind of see the pattern that we create. So again, the students were able to tell me the multiples are skip counting by 3. So we do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, whoops, not 53, my fault. Let's go back. Whoops. Not 53. 54, 57, and 60. And this is where I stopped earlier today. Again, that's probably really hard for you to see. Okay, so we are noticing a little bit of a pattern. Today they said that they saw more of like a diagonal pattern here. So let's take a look. So the numbers on the hundreds chart kind of went on the diagonal. So they saw a pattern because last week when we counted by 2s and 5s and 10s, all the numbers were all down in the column. So it was really easy for the students to be able to fill out their own hundreds charts. So my challenge for you today is maybe going home and counting by 3s. Whether you do it with your family members, whether you do it by yourself, you're doing it on your fingers, really try to practice your counting by 3s because we're just going to keep on moving on once we master that. So again, this is a really good help for being a visual and kind of seeing where the patterns go. But the biggest thing with multiples of 3 is that you do kind of have to think about it and kind of go back and say, okay, if I said 3, and maybe I don't know it off the top of my head, you can just add 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6. And then, okay, so now after 6, 6 plus 3 is 9. We do have these hundreds charts. If you ever need a copy and you want to take it home, you may. They're blank, so you can count by whatever you would like. But again, these are different multiples of 3. And then we're also working on then some small word problems, and then writing the proper multiplication equation. So they did a really great job in class today. Tomorrow we're just going to expand on this some more, and again practice writing those multiplication equations. So any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to sign up for Class Dojo if you haven't already. That goes parents, guardians, grandma, grandpa, whoever's home. If you need an email invitation, just let me know and I can send you as well. But I do have 5 family members signed up already, so I'm really excited. But I want to try to get all 18. We do have a new student, so all 18, that would be great. And then everybody's connected, and then we can just stay in contact. So it would be great. So have a wonderful Monday night. I hope it doesn't rain anymore for you. It was pouring this morning when I came in, but have a great night, and I will see you in the morning. Bye.